Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Yahn Planetarium at Penn State Behrend. My name is Jim Gavio, and we are in the month of June. So that means summer, the first day of summer on June 20th. And that's when we will have our longest daylight in the Northern Hemisphere. But then the days will start to get shorter after that as we work our way towards the first day of fall. So that's one major event that we're having in June this year. But we also have an eclipse to talk about. So in addition to a few constellations, we will talk about an annular eclipse that we will get to see part of, not the whole thing, but just part of. So get those eclipse glasses handy. You'll still need those for this eclipse. Let's go to our planetarium program. And we're going to start out on June 9th at about 8 p.m. And we're looking in the western sky. The sun is about to go down. And of course, it's going down later. We have our nice sunset. And as soon as you get a chance, try to look for Venus and Mars. Two nice planets to look for in the western sky. Now, as it starts to get darker, we can see more stars coming out. We'll put on some constellation lines for you. We have Leo the Lion, about setting in the western sky at about midnight. Return more to the south. We have some other bright stars that I would like to talk about. You may notice Arcturus and Spica, two very bright stars. And then we have what's called the summer triangle. Vega, Deneb, and Altair. Those three bright stars, especially Vega will be the brightest. Those three stars make up the summer triangle. It's an asterism, not a constellation, but what we call an asterism. It still is a shape in the night sky. And then we'll move over to the eastern sky, where we'll look for our eclipse. So let's go to it's about 4:45 in the morning. And of course, we have the nice planets of Saturn and Jupiter to look at. Very nice. They're always nice planets to look for. So since you're going to be up early looking at the eclipse, you may as well catch those two planets. Now, our sun rises at about 5:48 in the morning on June 10th. And at that time, it will already be in eclipse. So let's get rid of the glow of the sun so we can actually see things here a little bit better. As the sun begins to rise, we can see it's already being covered by the moon. Now the moon is at a position between the sun and the earth where it doesn't exactly seem to cover the whole sun, so we don't get a total eclipse. The moon is only able to cover most of the sun. So if you are anywhere from northern Russia to Greenland to Ontario, Canada, you'll see the moon right in the middle of the sun, but a ring of sun around the outer edge, and that's called an annular eclipse. But here in Erie, the sun is already eclipsed as it's rising, and it's starting to move off. So if I were to advance time here a little bit, you can see by 6:30, look at the moon already moving off of the sun. And then by 7 o'clock, it's done. The moon is away from the sun, and there's no more eclipse. But of course, as I've already said, remember the sky will be bright even when it is partially eclipsed. So you still need those solar eclipse glasses, or use an indirect method of viewing the sun, maybe with a pinhole in a piece of paper, something to that effect. So very exciting, just to get us warmed up for our big eclipse in 2024 that we'll talk about later sometime. So I hope you enjoyed this tour of the night sky for June 2021. And thanks again for joining us here at the Yahn Planetarium at Penn State Behrend.